Hello friends, have you ever had days when your only desire was to stay in bed and doing nothing else? You simply wanted to be lazy and not think about any of your responsibilities? We've all experienced bad days. It's normal to occasionally feel weak, uninspired, and bored, as we have all experienced these feelings. We feel emotionally terrible for the time we don't spend being active because we live in such a hyper-competitive society that is preoccupied with success and fortune. It is obvious that our mental and emotional health will suffer if we overwork ourselves to exhaustion and experience chronic stress. What if it was more than that? What if you are not only tired and that's why you are being lazy? Here are 6 warning signs of depression that are more than just laziness. Number 1, you can't snap yourself out of it. When you are either stressed out or have been working too hard for too long, laziness typically starts to come in, and there are a lot of innovative techniques you can employ to pull out yourself out of it, including creating a to-do list, listening to motivational speech, or setting realistic goals. However, regardless of what other people may tell you, depression is not a decision and is not something you can simply shake yourself out of it or get over it. Depression is a severe mental illness that requires mental attention and, if necessary, medication. Months of therapy may be necessary to help you deal with the fact that periods of depression can frequently recur throughout your life. A sense of laziness usually creeps in when you are overly stressed or if you've been working too hard for too long. Number 2, you can't cheer yourself up. Do you frequently experience emotions of unexplained isolation, sadness, and hopelessness? Do you frequently lack energy and feel worn out all the time? For unknown causes, you might be feeling depressed and discouraged, and nothing you try to do seems to lift your spirit or improve your mood. Nothing seems to lift your spirit much. Not even sleep, comfort foods, self-care activities, or good moments with friends. Even the activities you used to enjoy the most, or spending time with your loved ones, can't help you better when you are depressed. Number 3, you lost interest in everything. One indication of a depressive phase, according to Psychological Association, is a significantly decreased interest in enjoyment of activities. It's a clear indication that something is seriously wrong with your mental health if you've discovered that being lazy has caused you to lose interest in and motivation for everything, including work and school. You frequently lose interest in your interests when you're depressed, and you often become emotionally distanced from those around you. You would rather spend the day in bed at home because you simply lack the motivation to worry about anything anymore. Number 4, you can't function like you used to. Do you think your laziness is out of control? Has it gotten out of hand for you to handle? Is it interfering with your personal life, education, or employment? You might be experiencing depression if you provided a yes response to any of these questions. Psychologists commonly use the 4 Ds of abnormality to diagnose depression, which are deviance, distress, danger, and dysfunction. Therefore, it may be time to talk to a mental health care expert about your laziness if it makes you dysfunctional, significantly interfering with your daily task, and feeling like a common obstacle in your life. Number 5, your laziness isn't triggered by anything. Procrastination is a common manifestation of laziness and can have a variety of causes. Others would argue it's because of lack of positive acknowledgement of others. Some people think that feeling lazy is a sign of low self-esteem. It might also result from a loss of interest, self-control, and discipline. But what about depression? Psychologists don't actually understand this. However, we can be certain that it isn't typically brought on by a single item. Sometimes there is no obvious cause for why depression might arise. So, if you suddenly find yourself feeling depressed, discouraged, or fatigued, depression might be to blame. Number 6, your laziness isn't a choice. The final and most significant distinction between depression and laziness is that, unlike laziness, depression is more difficult to modify. You can take steps to change how you feel about yourself if you're feeling worn out or unmotivated. To help you break out of your moodness, you can take a break, brainstorm, search for motivation, and experiment with various productivity techniques. But with depression, it is not that easy. You can't just pop out of depression. Depression prevents you from choosing whether to be or remain sad. In reality, patients with depression frequently describes how their depression have made them feel incredibly guilty, ashamed, and helpless. Those who are depressed never act in an attention-seeking manner. Mental illness goes so much deep than that. If you or anyone you know is experiencing serious feeling of depression, don't hesitate to reach out to a mental health care profession to get help. And if you enjoyed this video, kindly like, share, subscribe to my channel, and remember to turn on the notification bell so that you will be the first one to be notified when I upload a new video. Thank you.